Use the referral link in the description to g2a.com for all of your Xbox codes, PlayStation codes and video games, and be sure to use the code CHES at checkout to get yourself 3% cash back. Hey guys, welcome to episode 13 of season 3 here at Newcastle. We are firmly in the middle of the January transfer window, and as per your suggestions in the last episode, I've added a number of players to the shortlist with regards to the centre-back situation. Still, there's a hell of a lot of players on the shortlist now. We're still in two minds as to whether to sell Reyes now and try and bring in a replacement in this window, or whether to just send the money that we've got left from, or made from the sale of Fabian Schär, and try and perhaps get a couple of pre-contract signings, because I could do, well, a hell of a lot with £680,000. So I'll quickly run through what we've got on the shortlist, and then we'll be able to take it from there. At present, we have about £14 million to spend, plus whatever we can get for Reyes. You will have to forgive me, your boy has a bad cold at the minute, so sniffles, sneezes and coughs may sneak their way in. I might not be able to edit them all out. But pushing forward, just another heads up as well, I have made EA aware of the player ratings situation, the bug, and a number of other career mode YouTubers or career mode orientated people who were in the EA Game Changers program have also voiced their concerns as well. So we're waiting to hear back about that. And you guys also let me know in the comment section that a number of you, and on Twitter as well, that a number of you are having similar issues. So hopefully it gets fixed sooner rather than later. But we have on the shortlist potential for a pre-contract goalkeeper, Neto, or Jan Oblak, who's now 92 rated. He's on He's on £130,000 a week. Neto is on 37.5. He's 31 though, but I don't think his stats are going to start to drop, because goalkeepers don't tend to do that this early on. So it's a genuine option, and a cheaper option as well. Jan Oblak would be the expensive option, but we'll have to wait and see what we do with the centre-back role. Now, a number of players here have been added, including Dayot Upamecano. He's at Schalke now in this save, and I've no idea what his stats actually look like at this present moment. We're not sure how much he's grown. We're waiting to hear back on a scout report. Koulibaly, someone mentioned that he'd be available on a free. He isn't available on a free, so I'm going to remove him from the list. Nathan Ake is a player that was recommended multiple times by multiple people, so he's probably going to be one of the front runners with regards to potential replacement for Reyes if we sell him in this window. Joe Gomez was also popular. Is he on loan? No, he would be available. He's available on a free. Joe Gomez is available on a free. That changes things. He could be good. We'll wait and see what his stats look like when the scout report comes back for him. Jesus Viejo is another option, currently or still at Real Madrid. Don't know what his overall rating is, but looks decent. Eder Militao is also another player that I don't really know anything about, but you guys reckon that he's decent. He's currently on loan at Huddersfield, I believe, so I can't sign him this window, but he is an option for a future window, perhaps. Could play right back as well, interestingly, which might be pretty handy indeed. Tilo Kehrer, 5-star weak foot. I don't know anything about this guy, so we'll have to wait and see what his stats look like. But he apparently could play anywhere in the back line, so that has great promise. Akanji is a player that I would never have thought to buy, but looks very good. You guys recommended him. 74 acceleration, 88 sprint speed and strength, and he's 25 million in valuation. He would be very much affordable if we sell Reyes, or I could perhaps use Reyes in a deal with Dortmund to bring him in. Diallo is also an option, although he currently is out on loan at Nice, I believe, so wouldn't be available at this particular moment in time. Yeah, he's currently out on loan at Nice. Nordi Mukiele, I know nothing about him, didn't even know of his name, but another player that could play at centre back or right back. I'll wait and see what his scout report looks like. Matthijs de Ligt is one of the obvious go-tos. He's 84 rated and fairly expensive at £33 million. It actually looks like he's recently joined, so he won't sign, so I could remove him from the list. Jose Maria Jimenez is another popular go-to. He's still at Atleti. He's 86 rated now, valued at £40 million. Would be very expensive. I'm not quite sure I could afford him in this window. Victor Lindelof is a player that I wouldn't have said would be a go-to, but we'll scout him. You guys recommended him, so we'll scout him. Mattia Caldara, a player that we could look at, 26 years of age, 88 standard slide tackle and heading accuracy with 90 marking. He looks very, very good indeed. Christopher Ayer at Celtic, 6'5", supposedly excelling in a number of key areas, but waiting for the scout report to come back from him, and he's the final one on the list. Just had a bit of a coughing fit, so that's why there was a cut there. So I'm not sure still what to do. We'll wait for the scout reports to come back, or at least some will get full reports on, some will get partial, and we'll see by the end of the episode, by the time we get to this game against Southampton, what a number of them look like. We've got Tottenham in the first game today in the Premier League. They currently sit 9th, but aren't too far away from the Europa League spot. 6 points behind Chelsea. They're 10 points behind ourselves, Burnley and Liverpool, and we are 15 points, the three of us, behind Manchester City. We've then got the game against Leicester in the FA Cup. Now, in the last episode, I said I wasn't really too sure whether to play a first team against Leicester to try and get through to the next round and then maybe play the kids in the next one if we get a weaker opposition, or to just continue playing the kids in the FA Cup regardless of opposition and hope that we get through. The general consensus was that I should play a strong team against Leicester and try and get through to the next round and maybe make a good run for the Cup, considering the league title looks like it's out of our reach, shall we say, with a 15-point gap at this stage. So that's what I'll try and do. I'll play a strong team against Leicester and we'll see if we can get a win. Also going to play a strong team against Tottenham and try and get the win here. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any more. And hopefully we can get 3 points in the league, followed by progression in the Cup. Tottenham's starting lineup. Hugo Lloris in goal. 4 at the back. Aurier, Leyoun, Sergio Ramos and Levan Kurzawa. Wow. Eric Dyer and Danilo Pereira holding with Angel Correa, Ericsson and Son, and then presumably Big H up top. That's a very strong team. Leyoun was probably, you'd say, the weak point. Other than that, that's a top quality team. Wan-Bissaka, Draxler, Kadopi is there. Kennedy's out wide, but Kadopi's touch is just outrageously poor. We're on the back foot. Thankfully, Reyes steps in. Rashford will pick up the loose ball. Get it in here to Philip. Oh, Kurzawa was pulled very narrow. If I can get the first touch right, Lozano could pull this back. And we take a 1-0 lead early doors. Terrible positioning from Levan Kurzawa there. He just tucked in super narrow and left Chucky Lozano all on his own on that right-hand side. I tried to narrow the angle there for the shot, but I was never going to get it in from there. So I made the right call in pulling it back. And Maximilian Philip just quite simply side foots it home. That was not the start I expected here against this strength Tottenham side, but it's certainly the start that I will take. One thing to mention, actually, that I forgot to talk about in the intro. You guys, on a couple of occasions, have asked for Julian Draxler to be moved forward to Cam to get either a new central midfielder in or Dennis Zakaria back into the starting lineup, or Ruben Loftus-Cheek for that matter. At present, I'm quite happy with the way things are. I wanted to address the fact that you guys had raised that concern. I didn't want to just leave it unspoken about, but I'm quite happy to have Julian Draxler play that deep role, or continue to play that deep role, and for Maximilian Philip to continue on in the starting Cam role. Quite happy for that to remain the case. So I won't be moving Julian Draxler forward to bring either one of my other central midfielders into the starting lineup, or to bring in a new central midfielder for that other holding role. Just wanted to let you guys know that. A couple of people did point out that Jeffrey Kadobia tends to push forward a little bit further more than Julian Draxler. So what I will ask him to do is to get forward on the attacks, and I'll set Kadobia to stay back whilst attacking, so that we get a little bit more out of Draxler going forward. But Draxler's been superb for me in that centre mid role. Genuinely, he does a lot of work that doesn't make highlights. That is absolutely incredible in breaking up play, getting tackles in, building up moves as well. He's been absolutely top quality for me, Julian Draxler, in that centre mid role. So I'm not looking to move him around from there. I just wanted to iterate or reiterate that to you guys. I see someone at the back post, and it will reach him. Philip very nearly able to get himself a second there. The header coming back off the woodwork. Lozano's looking to make a move. Rashford is. Draxler darting forward there. Through that gap there to Maximilian Philip. We'll find Jeffrey Kadobia, who shoots on his right foot. So much for staying back whilst attacking, Jeffrey? Never mind, 1-0 after 22 minutes. We'll stay in the lead for now. Hopefully for the rest of the game. Ericsson with the delivery. Up we go with Wan-Bissaka. Down to Danilo Pereira. Shoots. Whoa! Thumping finish from Danilo Pereira. Dubravka has his head in his hands. Although I don't think there was really much he could have done about that. Nice headed clearance from Wan-Bissaka. Pereira brings it down, steps away, and then just cracks it. He sat up beautifully for a clean hit, just bobbling up off the turf. And, well, a very clean strike. You can tell by the lack of rotation in the ball as it flew towards goal. What a finish from the Portuguese. Spurs have levelled it. Philip. Here's Julian Draxler. Will look for Rashford, who will have the pace to get there. Are we about to immediately go back in front? No. Good save down low by Hugo Lloris. Very smart goalkeeping from the Frenchman. We weren't far away from getting the lead back again. Practically from kickoff from Danilo Pereira's equaliser. Correa, well, I tried to get the tackle in there, but it just kind of worked back into his path. And actually, they might be going 2-1 up at the other end, but no, Wan-Bissaka clears. Jeeps. Ball's flying from end to end now. And here they come again, Tottenham. Christian Eriksen to Harry Kane. I had no idea where that was ending up when it was on its way to goal. Thankfully, it has gone wide. Oh, look at bed back towards goal, though. Cool, that wasn't far away. Lozano, Draxler, trying to draw Cazal out of position again, but he's been on point since making that mistake that led to our goal. So it has been more difficult to try and work the gap. But Maximilian Philip is in, and Maximilian Philip scores again. Kazawa in the better position. Rather ironically, if he had tucked in a little bit more, he might have been in the position to actually stop Philip from having the effort. Well, Kazawa caught between a rock and a hard place there. And unfortunately for him, luckily for me, Philip powers us 2-1 in front. We are in the lead again before half-time. Kane. Back there to Julian Draxler. Forward to Eriksen. Picked off by Wan-Bissaka. Bumped off it by Heung-min Son. Son does really well, but we will get the ball forward and away. Maximilian Philip out wide there to Wan-Bissaka. And into Lozano. And Philip's made the run. And Rashford's also making a run. That's a lovely ball by Maximilian Philip. Is he about to get 2 goals and an assist? No. Sergio Ramos takes down Marcus Rashford in the box. But legally so, and we don't get a penalty. Oh, that's a great cross, though. Hugo Lloris with the punch, and Tottenham will clear their lines. That was a very physical challenge from Sergio Ramos, and I don't know whether he got much on the ball. But he must have gotten something on it for the referee to have denied me the chance of a penalty and denied Maximilian Philip the opportunity of either A, an assist from open play, or B, a hat-trick from the penalty spot. Eric Dyer going off. I'm not sure who it was that came on because I skipped it. But we'll find out in due course. Here's Danilo Pereira, Christian Eriksen. Davinson Sanchez has left Tottenham and gone to Juventus in a big money move. Also Memphis Depay has moved on again in this save. He went from Lyon to Real Madrid in the first transfer for him in this save. And we were looking at him... Oh, I'll give that straight to Danilo. We were looking at him earlier on in the save when he was at Real Madrid to potentially bring him into the club when we signed Marcus Rashford. But we've seen him now move from Spain back to France. He's at Paris Saint-Germain now, Memphis Depay, and he went for around about £80 million or so. There have been some big moves in this window so far. We will hope to have ourselves a medium level move as well before the end of it. Kingsley Coman has come on for Heung-min Son. And I'm going to make a change as well. I'm going to take Julian Draxler off and bring Ruben Loftus-Cheek on. And I'm tempted to bring Toby Mitchell on as well. But I won't for the time being. We will leave it as is. Just the one change for me. Let's see if we can hold on to the lead. I'd be quite happy with a 2-1 win. But if we can sneak a third and give ourselves a little bit of daylight, then that would be obviously preferable. Lovely ball into Rashford. We'll play it over the top to ensure it reaches Chucky. We'll cross the ball early to try and get it to Philip. It's going to drop here to Draxler, who brings that down well. Kondogbia is there. Then there's Kennedy. Turns brilliantly onto his left. Kennedy struck well, blocked. Kondogbia struck even better, but wide. Kane. Oh, kicked off by Reyes. Nicely done. Kondogbia into Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Got 4 options ahead of me. So we'll use the one on the far left. Kennedy will whip this looking for Rashford, but he actually might find Chucky. Great clearance from the defender. That needed to be made. Kane gives that to Kondogbia. It tackles him because Kondogbia's first touch is diabolical, but thankfully Ruben Loftus-Cheek wins it back. Max fires that through. They're looking for Philip, but can't find him. But there's the final whistle, and we will find all 3 points being added to our column on the Premier League table. Thank you very much, Tottenham Hotspur. Very tight second half, in which neither side was able to score another goal. But thankfully, we scored more than them in the first half, so it didn't matter. A 2-1 victory. Bournemouth beat Arsenal by 2-1. City have lost. Crystal Palace 1. Manchester City 0. The Invincibles are no more. The gap will close at the top of the table to just 12 points. That could be the start of their downfall. I'd very much like it to be the start of their downfall, to be completely honest. We'll train the wingers again. Been some calls, quite rightly so, for me to switch around some of the training drills that the players are on, and I will do that in, I'll do it after I've played this game against Leicester. But next up for us, unless we get a scout report back for 1 or 2 players in the meantime, Watford have signed someone for £35.8 million. Brian Cristante, a central midfielder. We've had a transfer offer for Dubravka, but I will be rejecting. Dubravka stays until at least next season. We're not looking to sell him on at present. If we do sign a goalkeeper on a pre-contract, then certainly we'll let Dubravka go next season. But right now, Dubravka stays until the end of the year. More transfer offers coming in. One for Reyes. Transfer offer for DeAndre Yedlin as well. I'd like to keep Yedlin. I've said that all the way through, so I will try and keep DeAndre Yedlin. But Roma have offered me 16.4 for Reyes. Now, I did get slated for asking for as much as I did for Diego Reyes last time. And I'll give you my reasoning, whether it works for you or not. I ask for the big figures, not because I think they'll match them, but because it forces them to raise their counter offers by a considerable amount. I asked for 24 here, not because I expect them to pay 24, but because I'd like them to come up around about 20 million, and 21.2 is certainly something that I'll accept. Now, previously, if I'd have asked for 20 million straight off the bat, I do, by asking for the larger figure, I end up by getting more with the negotiations. So hopefully, Diego Reyes will leave us and go to Roma, and then we'll know exactly how much money we've got to spend on the centre-back by the time we get to the Southampton game. We have got a couple of scout reports back as well. Liverpool have offered for Maximilian Philip. I'm going to be rejecting that. Sorry, guys. Philip stays. Nathan Ake is currently 82 rated and cheap. Only £16.5 million, which would leave money for a pre-contract signing as well. Centre race 85 jumping, which is good considering he's only 5'11". Nathan Ake is a strong candidate. Eder Militao is currently 80 rated. 90 jumping on him. He does look very good, but he's currently on loan and unavailable for purchase in this window. So I'm not able to try and sign him. I don't think I could have a look and see if I can get, because he did say he was maybe available on a pre-contract, didn't it? Someone was out on loan but was available on a pre-contract. I shall quickly check and see which one of those players it was. If we can sign maybe Nathan Ake though on a cheaper deal, then we could maybe, if we have enough, try and sign Jan Oblak in goal for next season on a pre-contract. And considering we're challenging for the title, I think Jan Oblak would be more realistic than it would have been a season ago, shall we say, for this save. So, who was it? Where are you? Where are you? Further up, weren't you? He is available on a free, but it won't let me try and sign him. Okay, fine, whatevs. Fair enough. We won't get Militao, but Nathan Ake is a firm favourite right now. But whilst Reyes continues to stay, we won't make any moves. Leicester away next in the FA Cup. I will rotate slightly. Toby Mitchell wants to play, and he's certainly capable of having an impact on the starting lineup. But I will, especially considering the game that is upcoming is Southampton, who are certainly beatable. I won't put the kids in, but I can put other first-team quality players like Rebic, like Zakaria, like Toby Mitchell into the starting lineup. We'll give Christopher Wagner a start as well, and Chilwell in for Max. But other than that, we'll stay at relatively full strength. Right then, Leicester away in the FA Cup. Can we, for the first time in this save, go on a really nice FA Cup run? Leicester's starting lineup. Kasper Schmeichel in goal. Looks like they're starting a relatively strong team. To be fair, it's not far off, full strength. Asako up top, Benkovic and Harry Maguire at the back, Lamela on the right, Iborra and Sergi Serdar in midfield. Decent team from Leicester, decent team from me. This will be quite a challenge. Iborra. Across to Sergi Serdar. Asako. Into Ilicic, Iborra, Lamela. Back to Jamal Lascelles, Evie, Asako. This is a really good move from Leicester. They're playing the ball about nicely. We have forced them backwards for the time being, but forward they come again. Around the outside there to Evie again. Back inside. Oh, deflected. Wan-Bissaka does well at right back. Corner for Leicester. Eric Lamela to deliver it into the middle, and it is a good delivery and headed away by Julian Draxler. Can't quite get to that with Rashford. Asako forward. Ilicic, Asako, good block by Wagner. His big 6'6" frame coming in handy there. Bora. Sergi Serdar. Around the corner there to Asako. Evie. Oh, it's good football from Leicester. Evie's in the box and looking dangerous. I tried to tackle him once, it didn't work there. Lascelles gets a block on the pass or the cross, but it still falls back to the Leicester man. Serdar has support here from Desquilio. Still very, very good passing football from Leicester, but we get a block in. I'm most certainly on the back foot here and struggling. Oh, Wagner. That was an attempted clearing header. It certainly didn't go anywhere near where it was supposed to go. Eric Lamela closing down Ante Rebic and will take the throw. Half an hour in, Leicester have certainly looked the better and more capable side in this game to this point. Oh, it's a lovely ball by Julian Draxler, and I will look for Chucky just before he runs offside. We'll cut back. Wan-Bissaka's there again. Drop the shoulder, whip the ball in, and he certainly needs to work on his crossing. Into Evie. Cross there to Ilicic. Oh, picked off by Chilwell that deflects straight back to the Leicester man. Lamela skipping away from challenges left, right and centre. I can't seem to get the ball back off them at the minute. Evie and Serdar linking up well. Wan-Bissaka just gets the toe in. Toby Mitchell will accelerate away. And actually he's doing very well here. So there's a good breakaway. I got Rebic out wide. I'll just play it to his feet. And arriving on the outside here is Ben Chilwell, and I'm going to look for Draxler. It's not going to go towards him. I aimed it towards him, but unfortunately it didn't reach that far. Toby Mitchell get it to Draxler this time. Oh, it's Chucky Lozano that's there. Marcus Rashford. Oh no! It's meant for Zakaria, and he's just completely missed him. 2 minutes added on at the end of the half. It's 0-0 at the minute. I can't find the final ball that I need right now to take the lead. We've got 45 minutes to find that pass. Asako. Nice ball forward to Josip Ilicic. I need to keep him off his left. It's very, very good left foot on him, Josip Ilicic. Ricardo Pereira to Ilicic again. And there is that left foot, and that is exactly what I was talking about. The first time whip from Josip Ilicic from well outside the box. You can try and keep him off his left, but if he's just going to walk onto it 30 yards out and bend it in first time, that's absolutely impossible to defend against. A world-class goal that may well see us get knocked out of the FA Cup. You can't legislate for something of that quality. Sometimes you just have to sit back and congratulate the opposition on what was a wonderful goal. Arriving. Oh, Julian Draxler will drop to him again. I have asked him to shoot. He just didn't want to, apparently. Wan-Bissaka will loft this in. It's nowhere near where I aimed that cross, but we'll get the ball forward again. Here's Dennis Zakaria. Out wide to Chucky Lozano. Looking through there for Rashford. Oh, great tackle and cleared away. I just saw a replay angle in the menu. You know when you pause it and then it occasionally switches to showing replay angles. I just saw a replay angle of Ilicic's goal that was outrageous. This is the angle here. Look how far outside the post that is. I appreciated the goal, but I didn't fully appreciate just quite how good a strike that was from Ilicic. That angle, you can't compete with that. You can't compete with that. They're making a change. I may be making one or two on my own in a moment as well to try and get myself back level. But Christ alive, what a finish from Josip Ilicic. If we do go out of the FA Cup to that goal, we won't lose a game to a better finish in this entire save, I don't think. That was a first time hit from another world. Chilio. Nice ball down the line, looking for Ilicic. Wan-Bissaka closing him down. Cross comes in, but it's blocked. Wagner gets there first and falls over. I don't know what sort of clearance that was. Dubravka makes the save. Christian Wagner has been questionable in this entire game so far. Very, very poor. Having Lozano's gone off now. And on in his place is Kennedy. Loftus-Cheek brings that down and then gets it away to Maximilian Philip, who's also come off the bench. He's trying to hold off Ricardo Pereira here and doing a good job so far. Just trying to keep it away from him if I can. That's good football. And Ben Chilwell is in behind. Gets his former team. Philip, no, tackled. 3 minutes to go. And losing possession there on that attack might well be the end of my challenge. Here's Mane down the right-hand side. Very quick, good ball in. Wan-Bissaka clears. Can we get to that? No. Ilicic again blocked. Ruben Loftus-Cheek away. Kennedy, 2 minutes added on. It's now or never. Literally has to be on this attack that we equalise. Philip into Rashford. Rashford accelerating away. Will not be caught. Marcus Rashford equalises with the last kick of the game. We're going to an FA Cup replay. The pace is enough. At the end of the game, he's just got the stamina in his legs. I could have played the pass again out wide. Made the decision to just sprint in a straight line, get away from the defenders and finish the shot. Marcus, thank you, sir. A replay in the FA Cup with the last kick of the game away from home against Leicester City. Our FA Cup hopes live on. Liverpool lose to Blackpool in a shock in the FA Cup. I'm not sure when our replay will be scheduled for. We shall find out in due course. The board are unhappy with me about something. I'm going to be rejecting that offer for Jamal Lascelles. Thank you very much, Arsenal. He stays with me. My #1 starting and highest rated centre-back. Prize money has been added now. Transfer offer for Maximilian Philip from Valencia, 24 million. Again, going to be rejecting all offers for him. And when is that replay scheduled for? Let's have a quick look. It will be Tuesday the 2nd, so it's not going to affect the rest of the transfer window. We will play Southampton and Everton tomorrow and end the window. And then it will be Leicester, Manchester United and the first leg against Borussia Dortmund in the episode after that. Still no confirmation of the Reyes sale. Will it be confirmed by the time we get to the game against Southampton? Perhaps. Yes, Reyes sold. 16.5 added to my transfer budget. Right, another offer for Jamal Lascelles that I should be rejecting. Sorry, lads. He's not going anywhere. You're not having him. So how much money do we have? It's the wrong tab. We have at our disposal 30-odd million pounds. I am pretty certain. In fact, no, I'm 100% certain. I want to sign Ake and someone on a pre-contract. So I'm going to do exactly that. Nathan Ake is going to come in. I'm going to sign Nathan Ake. He was... What? He must have been on loan for 2 years and now recently signed permanently. Okay, I will not sign Nathan Ake. Ipa McConnell looks like he's just gone to Schalke as well. Right, okay. Well, that changes things yet further. Joe Gomez, are you available? He's out on loan at Nice. So I can't get Joe Gomez either. Alright, fine. Jesus Viejo. I still need a full scout report on him. Militao I can't sign either because he's currently on loan. Well, maybe I get Akanji then. Because he looks very... In fact, Akanji did look very good. What was he valued at? 25. Lindelöf. Caldara's going to be out my process. I'm going to get Akanji. Oh, I wanted Ake, but I can't get Ake, so we'll get Akanji and then see what we've got left with regards to a pre-contract. 25 million is what he's valued at. I shall offer them 23. Oh, apparently 23.10. Let's see what they say. They want 24.7. Sold. Right, Akanji looks like he's coming in then. And hopefully he won't want much wage-wise. What's he currently on? He's currently on £56,000 at Borussia Dortmund. So we should be able to get him a little bit cheaper. He wants a crucial starting role. Obviously he would get that. 5-year contract. You can certainly have that as well, pal. No release clause, hopefully, or doesn't want one, so we shall check that. He's not going to give me an indication of what he wants salary-wise. I shall offer him £44,000 a week and a signing bonus of $1 million, and not any other bonuses. We'll see what he wants. Okay, let's set that. Superb. Right, so we have at our disposal for a pre-contract signing for next season, or multiple pre-contract signings for next season, £282,000. I am immediately, without even a second's hesitation, going to try and get Jan Oblak on a pre-contract, because why would I not try and sign a 92 rated goalkeeper when I've got the funds? Except Jan Oblak, crucial role. 4 years is fine as well. What's he going to want wage-wise? That's the one thing that I'm curious about. Please give me some sort of indication of what you want. That's the dream. That's the dream. Oh, but his appearance fee would come out now. It's the frustrating thing about FIFA. He shouldn't get that £2.5 million until he's played 25 games. But he wants that bonus now. I shall edit the wage, and you can quite happily have 90. Well, I might as well just offer him 100 grand, might know, rather than 99. 100 grand a week. Jan Oblak is joining on a pre-contract next season. We will be signing a 92 rated goalkeeper, and I have plenty of money still available to me for pre-contracts for one more player. Right then, who else can I sign on a pre-contract? Let me know in the comments down below. So far, everyone that you offered or you suggested on a pre-contract has been unavailable, other than Neto, who obviously now I don't need because I have a goalkeeper coming in. So Neto we shall remove. Jan Oblak will join us, and everyone else here I can remove because I won't be signing them, because I've already now made my centre-back signing. So what happens next, lads? What happens next is completely up to you. We'll take Wagner out. Sorry, Van Dam. You're not going to be playing at centre-back. Akanji is going to be playing at centre-back. And Van Dam will work his way back here. Okay. Right then. I'm quite happy with that. Akanji's in. 83 rated centre-back. Brand new signing. And a 92 rated goalkeeper coming in next season. What do I do in the final episode of the transfer window? Tell me in the comment section down below. Who is available on a pre-contract in season number 3? You mentioned Koulibaly. He wasn't available on a free contract. A couple of others you mentioned weren't available on free contracts either. So let me know any more suggestions you might have for season 3 into season 4 for pre-contract signings. But for now, that's where we'll leave it for today. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on more. And I'll see you in the next one.